Hello and welcome back to Driveway. As you can see, we got the Explorer half gutted out onto the ground, and the whole concept for the day was to get that engine out of there. But if you can kind of hear what's going on around here, we're gonna have a pretty short day. So anyways, let's just take a quick look and see where we're at on the Explorer. Alright, you can see we're starting to categorize some of our parts into something that could be possibly sellable. Essentially, get the price right, and those lenses always go, because somebody's bumping and smashing a fender into something. Possibly the windshield washer and the coolant reservoir, because if you get a right corner smash, you could hose those up pretty bad without causing too much damage. Condenser probably is worthless. Grill is kind of worthless. One of the fenders is pretty rusty. Up over here, got pretty good rust going in that corner there. But this reman here, or aftermarket one, doesn't seem like it's too terribly bad. So might have a couple dollars we can recoup in here. But as you can see, we got hood and fenders and all that type of stuff off, and for ease of removing this stuff, we're just going to take the easy approach and slice this guy up. Ugh. And you end up with that. So this is going to make it a heck of a lot easier to lift the thing out, because we've got nothing to lift it over. So right about now, what I'm probably just going to do is clip some of the wires and cables that we won't be needing where it's going. Any of the wiring harness is okay to clip apart, because we're going to go with a Holley system on this anyways. So what's the point in keeping that? Alright, we're going to be evacuating here pretty quick, so you can probably hear the rain starting to go. So that's of course always fun. And there's thunder and lightning coming barreling through as well, so probably not a good idea to stay out here too much longer. We're kind of the point that we can just start removing some of the underside bolts, like the motor mounts, transmission mount, and then we should be able to drag that whole thing mostly out of here. So yeah, that's probably going to have to take place maybe tomorrow, because it's getting wet. So I'm going to pack up here, throw the hood on it a little bit to keep some sideways water out of it, and we'll pick it up pretty soon. Alright, so it's been a couple days of struggle. These guys are not designed for super nice removal of things. Probably one of my least favorite vehicles to work on. Big thing with this is almost all but this one bolt up here can be reached with a long extension from below, but just that passenger side one at the top of the transmission, you really can't get to. I think they design it so you're supposed to take the intake off and then you can reach from behind. That's kind of dumb. I didn't like doing that. So, since I'm definitely not keeping this thing, I just ripped a hole in the transmission tunnel firewall, which gave me access to that. And of course, these motor mount bolts sucked really bad. Exhaust manifold bolts always suck. No matter how much PB Blaster you use, it just always sucks. But we're essentially at the point that we can attempt to yank this thing out. I'm sure there's a couple things I forgot, like maybe hoses for a power steering rack or something. But got the Sawzall out here and we'll make quick work of that. Anyways, let's just yank this thing out. Anyways, I've got parts for an Explorer now that I gotta figure out what to do with. Get them rid of, out of here, and get thing out of this off to the scrapyard. Might pull a couple other things. This the sway bar on here looks kind of interesting. Might be usable for something in the future. So might pull that off, put it in the stack of stuff. Might actually work pretty decent for the prototype racer that we're working on. But all in all, that's one step closer to being done with this step of the project. I've got a lot to clean up, so I'm just going to set that there, go inside, because we're hitting 3 digits again. So yay for all that fun stuff. And yeah, let's just call it and get the heck out of here. Thanks for stopping by and watching. Hopefully, we'll see you again later. And just in case you wondered how I was going to move this thing through the back gravel driveway, there's your answer.